How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm extremely excited today because it's going to be 70 degrees in Bend for the first time in what feels like forever. The warmer weather is amazing. I'm enjoying it so much. It feels amazing just to be outside in a t-shirt, and I'm going to take advantage of it while I have some time and go out on a camping trip. So super excited to head out today, do some more truck camping, and yeah, it's after daylight savings now. We'll have a lot more daylight. I'm trying to go up to this viewpoint, which I found exploring with my friends earlier this week. It's just out east of Bend away, so I'm going to try and drive up there. Hopefully I can get up to it. It's a really steep hill climb kind of at the end, but we'll see. Hoping the Sequoia and 4Low can push its way up to the top, and yeah, just going to try and camp up there. Should be an amazing view, hoping to see some of the mountains, and yeah, extremely excited for another camping trip. Now, I'm also super excited because I finally have finished up the exhaust on the Sequoia. So there's probably a video already on my channel, but I did install some JBA headers on this thing. It was not a super fun process, but overall it went pretty smooth, about as well as doing an exhaust manifold job on a Sequoia could have gone. So if you're interested, feel free to go check out that video. It's on my channel. But the exhaust is completely done now. So I did the JBA headers, I did that install, and then my buddy Canyon, who also lives out in Bend, who's a welder, fabricator, super awesome guy, actually helped me do a full exhaust on the Sequoia. So this thing sounds awesome now. The headers with the 3-inch exhaust is just, it sounds so good, guys. You'll probably hear it in some of the clips today. The exhaust manifold and the exhaust leak is something I've been dealing with for a while now, something I've been putting aside because on these Sequoias, on the Tundras, and you have these 2UZ engines, it is such a pain to change it out. But I finally got that taken care of, and it feels amazing. So I'm going to start packing now, get the truck ready, and we'll head out on another amazing adventure, and I'll take you guys along with me. Time for a cold start. Alright, so I am all loaded up. Gotta go get some gas. I swear that's how every camping video starts. The Sequoia is not a very gas-friendly vehicle, especially lifted on 35. So all filled up on gas, seeing that number climb to $90. Oh my gosh, it hurts a little bit, guys, but it's always worth it. Gonna head out to the trailhead now. Super sweet to have Apple CarPlay. I know you can't really see it right now, but having all of the navigation on the screen has been awesome. I'm on the trail now. Sequoia behind me. It's very dusty. And let me tell you guys, this weather is so amazing. I'm loving it so much. I don't know, you can't really see it, but there's kind of a big hill off in the distance there. It's kind of covered by the trees, but that's, I think, where we're trying to make it to tonight. So got a little bit of a drive ahead of us. This road does get a little bit bumpy for sure. I do need to still get a device so that I can air down, and ideally something, an air compressor or something, so I can air back up as well, but I don't have either of those right now, so we're gonna stay aired up. It's probably gonna be pretty bumpy because of it, but I'll get that stuff in the future for sure, because airing down does make a big difference off-road, especially on some of these just super rocky trails.
Well, let my bones that once were broken dance now. Let my heart that once was shattered rejoice. Let my light that once was dimmed down shine out. Let that garden snake's lies be unmade and water flow. Let my bones that once were broken dance now. Let my heart that once was shattered rejoice. Let my light that once was dimmed down shine out. And let that garden snake's lives be unmade and water flow. It's coming from inside of me. This life, this hope, this freedom. Your love, it changes everything. You're fountain of joy.
So I am just slowly making my way out and doing some exploring out here. There is the lovely rig behind me. She's doing great. It's definitely a warmer day. And over on this side behind me, you can kind of see those ridges up there. That's where we're gonna try and get up to tonight. So there's a road that goes up there. It's very steep. My buddy in his Tacoma made it up there pretty easily. So I'm hoping the Sequoia can do it as well, but it is definitely a pretty steep road, so hoping we can make it up, but I'm thinking the views from up top should be pretty awesome. So we made it. Right up here is the hill that I was talking about. It's definitely very steep. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's a very steep hill. So for the first time today, oh, that's dark. We are gonna put on 4-wheel drive. And for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in 4 low as well. I think that's gonna help us try and get up this beast. Alright, sorry guys, I didn't get a lot of clips there because I really had to focus on driving because this road was super steep, like I was saying. And after all of the snow melt out here, it's not a super wet mud because we haven't had a lot of rain, but it's still just a super soft and dry and slippery trail to try and drive up. I'm sure if I was aired down it would have been a little bit easier, but either way the Sequoia made it. I know it's really hard to tell on camera, but this is what just came up. Yeah, just a super steep climb up to this viewpoint. Now I'm gonna see if I can head out that way, kind of towards the edge of this butte here, and see if there's kind of like a spot where I get a view of some of the mountains. So let's go head over there now and see what kind of view we got. an adventure. It's definitely technical, even up on this like little last section of the road here. There's just a lot of big rocks, and without a spotter it's a little hard. Or not hard, it's just slow. If you had a spotter you could do it a lot quicker for sure. But anyway, we made it up here. You can see almost all of the mountains from up here. It's pretty awesome to be up this high and have this viewpoint. Some of the mountains are kind of around the corner here and blocked by this hillside, but still you get a great view. My friend Dylan, who some of you guys may remember from that winter snow camping video, is out dirt biking right now. You might have been able to hear him in some of the clips, but he is just going to come and hang out here for a bit, and then after work he might drive back up here and camp as well, so we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and get started on some dinner now. Keeping it super simple tonight, just doing a basic rice and bean bowl, something quick and easy. So yeah, that's the plan. It's about 5 o'clock now, so probably got about 2 hours or so until sunset. It's actually insane being up at a viewpoint like this and just realizing how many different campsites, or just spots I guess, that you can camp there are around Bend. It was only about 20 minutes from Bend to the trailhead, and then once you get out here, it's, I mean, I'm not even kidding, there's thousands of different spots that you could potentially camp. Something I'm not really used to from living in Portland, so it's exciting with spring and summer coming up. I think there's going to be a lot of potential for camping trips. Alright, so here's kind of a look at the setup and just where I'm camping tonight. So you can see most of the Central Oregon mountains out there. It's probably pretty hard to see on camera right now since I'm using a wide angle lens, but trust me, they are out there. You can also see Mount Hood, which is a reminder of home, because you can see Mount Hood pretty well from Portland, Oregon, as long as it's not rainy or cloudy, which is most of the time. So but anyway, you can see Mount Hood. You can see Smith Rock out that way, another awesome spot to hike, and if you're into rock climbing, it's a great spot for that as well. And then kind of behind me here, we got the whole Sequoia setup with my overland drawers. So built these in August and September kind of 2023, so last year, and have been using them on a bunch of camping trips recently. Loving them. I designed these drawers around being able to cook food, to cook meals, and they have been amazing so far. So loving that, loving the Sequoia setup. And then out this way, which is out east, there's just a whole lot of flat ground and just empty space, which is cool to see. There's some mountains off in the distance. It's a lot more forested down south, but yeah, just super dry, brown, and open out that way. So that's kind of a look at where I'm going to be camping tonight. All right, so another thing that I love having on all of my trips is just a Jackery. I got the 240, so it's super small. It might even be the smallest kind of battery pack that Jackery makes, but it's great for charging phones or little devices. I can charge my camera batteries, drone batteries, all of that good stuff. I know the bigger Jackeries, you can power blenders and toasters, like all types of crazy stuff. It's ridiculous, honestly, but just having a little portable charger, this little Jackery, is perfect for me on lots of these 1 or 2 night camping trips. Just gonna drain any extra water, let it sit a bit longer, and then we'll add in the beans and we'll be ready to eat. well, I just finished up dinner, and if I had to describe my meal today, I'd say it was a you get what you pay for type of situation. So by that, I just mean it was nothing special. I wanted to keep it simple tonight because I was just not really in the mood for cooking a full meal anyway, but that of course has its downsides. I definitely should have brought salsa or guacamole or just something. It was just pretty plain, but it's okay. Still a fresh meal, better than any of the dehydrated options out there. Well, actually, now that I think about it, some of the dehydrated meals might have even tasted better than what I made, but you know, that's okay. I used my setup, so that's yeah, I used my setup, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna do some dishes here and just start cleaning up, and then I'm gonna see if I can jump up on this kind of hillside right behind me and watch the sunset from up there. Alright guys, well I'm going to head up this hillside now and see if I can get a view of the sunset with all of the mountains. You can see behind me, there's the sequoia, all of the light hitting those hillsides in the background. It's super pretty right now, but let's see if we can get a view kind of up this way, looking out towards the sunset. Guys, check this out. 360-degree views. The sun is just setting out there now. Might be a little bit dark, but the sequoia is parked down there behind me. And it is super quiet out here. It has been an amazing night out here. It is so quiet out here. Just the sounds of the birds and some bugs buzzing around, but it's just super peaceful. And there's a super pretty sunset, some pink skies. And then of course you got the orange glow along the horizon, which I always love so much. And the gradient of that orange up into the deep dark and blue. So super, super pretty up here. Yeah, just an amazing spot to hang out and watch the sunset. And I can't wait to see what it's gonna be like tomorrow morning as the sun kind of rises above some of those hills in the distance. But for tonight, just gonna be hanging out here. I think my friend Dylan is gonna try and come out and meet me after work. He gets off pretty late, so he won't be here until maybe midnight or so, but that'd be cool if he gets to come out here. There's like no wind right now, and the temperature is still pretty nice out. It's probably around 50 or so right now, which compared to some of my other recent camping trips where it's been, you know, in the 20s, this feels amazing. Alright guys, well it is starting to get dark here now, so I'm going to jump in the back of the sequoia and try and get some sleep. I'll probably wake up in a couple hours, or try to, if Dylan does end up coming out here tonight. So I might film then, who knows, we'll see. But if not, I will see you guys in the morning for sunrise. Good morning, guys. I am walking up to this ridge again where I went for sunset last night to get a view of the sunrise, but it's been such a pretty morning. It is so calm out here and warm, surprisingly, too. Last night was awesome. I just used my sleeping bag, did not need my blanket at all. And sorry, I just stepped in a whole bunch of snow. Even with the sleeping bag, I was plenty warm, so super nice to not be freezing all night on a camping trip. But I'm just heading up here now to this ridge side to try and get a view all around. Dylan did make it in last night too, which was super awesome. He made it here about 1 o'clock in the morning, and we moved the sequoia. I'll show you guys clips later, but we moved the sequoia a little bit closer to a tree. He rode his dirt bike up here and was going to be hammock camping, so there's not a lot of trees up here, so we found one and tied the hammock off to that one tree and then to my Sherpa rack, and that seemed to work super well. So yeah, other than that, super peaceful night, super calm night, and it's a gorgeous morning. It was a super awesome morning out here. It's already super warm, probably 45 or 50 degrees. Gotta make some breakfast and just spend the morning hanging out. Seriously, couldn't have asked for a more peaceful morning out here. It was amazing, but unfortunately I gotta head back here. I have work this afternoon, so I gotta get back in town and unpack and shower before heading off for that. So that's probably gonna wrap it up for this one. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this, and I hope you enjoyed. Definitely stay tuned, lots more exciting content and camping trips coming soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it really does help me out. I'll catch you guys in the next one.